And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
There goes Frank Gore.
Touchdown.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Frank Gore, 56 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time. And our focus now shifts to Frank Gore. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches that I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax, you don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Gore. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Frank Gore with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports.
You're supposed to
A
win.
lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. McCarron to throw on 2nd down. And Tammy with it over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
McCarron from the gun on 3rd. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling lead to no yards gained.
A good return there, 17 yards. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they're going to speed things up here. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Here's Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Third down, 15 yards still needed.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Time for a break. This one's all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You're going to draft another team?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
I did not know. You should have a Patriots head coach.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over,
I
right?
would choose him.
And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On third and long, it's McCarron. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
What's that?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And complete on the right side. It's Tanley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Oh, you're bored. You're always bored.
On 2nd down, here's
You're playing Little Big Planet?
Surveying the field. And that is
You're playing Little Big Planet?
16 seconds now on the clock. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Freaking Dipples. Who is over there? Your sister?
But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind.
Hey, does that Ghost Recon work?
Half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom
Don't tell
half
me
that was
you're
in
not
question.
Ghost Recon.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably
Was it
be
working?
the final play.
Or no?
Brady going to throw here.
thought somebody was on
He's
that
going to flip
ghost
one out
recon.
here to his running
Well,
back.
I wanted to know if it
And
worked.
they're able to get this one across the 35.